What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be going over local SEO ranking factors for 2026 and really the most important things that you can do for your website and your Google business profile. But this will follow a little bit more along the Google business profile and the local pack and ultimately local organic visibility. So we're going to first go over the top 10 ranking factors. These are somewhat in order, but nobody really knows how they're all perfectly weighed. And then we'll jump to basically our 4-part checklist of the things that we want to do to make sure that we are accomplishing everything we need to be successful. So the very first thing that I want to go over is when we look at searches, and this is really one of the best ways to do some research is to just take a search near you. It could be the exact service that you're offering. So tree removal near me. And basically what you're trying to figure out is how do things rank where I am currently located? This is using results from Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. So it's not using my precise location. It's saying for Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, this is what the local results look like. Very first thing I did is I saw a really nice advertisement. So as an advertiser, I was obviously interested in this, but I thought this is a really nice ad. 1-day bathroom remodel, get an exact price quote, 0% interest for 18 months. And I was interested if they're actually local to me, and they're located in North Carolina, it looks like. So we'll go over this company a little bit more too, because their local SEO is really good. So you can learn a lot from companies that do local SEO really well. The first thing I always look up is, so they have all these different locations here, and I always look up how well do they build out their location pages where it is areas served, Myrtle Beach, bathroom remodeling in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and see if they have any additional pages for it. So contact us. I don't see anything linking separately, but when you go to the actual search results, you could see shower replacement and installation, Washington, North Carolina bathroom remodeling, North Carolina bathroom remodeling. So these are all important things to do is creating these different pages for the different cities that you're serving and then linking them from your service area page. It's a good way for local SEO to rank a little bit higher for some of these local results and really reinforce that you provide all these services in these different areas. For the local pack, the ranking is going to be a little bit different because it's going to be based on the location of the searcher. So if I'm searching near me, Google's saying, okay, they are in Murrells Inlet. Let's give them Murrells Inlet results. So the top 2 results I actually get are Murrells Inlet, 18 reviews, 16 reviews. And then we see Westshore Home, much bigger, a lot more reviews. Review score is actually slightly worse, but a ton more reviews, probably a lot more years in business, 15 plus years in business. So a lot more ranking factors probably going into Westshore Home, but this just shows you how important proximity is. This is very close to me. Murrells Inlet is like right here. So when you start moving these around, it's really, okay, this one's Murrells Inlet, this one's Murrells Inlet. If we go to more businesses and look what else comes up, it's generally going to be things that are close by. So it's been an ongoing thing that you just, JSOC Construction, bathroom remodeler, RGP Home Improvements, construction company, not even a bathroom remodeler, BH Remodeling LLC. There's actually not too many here. I actually thought there'd be a lot more than this, but maybe it's just the area and not that big of a population here. So when you're looking up near me, it's really going to use that physical location compared to if you're actually looking up something like bathroom remodeling in this location. One of the things I did is I searched Easy Pro Express just to find their Google business profile or one of them. And basically what I found, Google business profile, and we have they're based in Cary, North Carolina. This is a really important aspect of your ranking. So I always want to point this out is that when you have a city and service here, that is kind of the main thing that you have a chance to rank for, both with your website and your map, your places, your maps, your local pack. Actually ranking your Google business profile, this is the best chance you have. So if I do bathroom remodeling Cary, North Carolina, and we look at the results, Easy Pro Express sponsored, okay. Easy Pro Kitchen and Bath, that is the same company. So I actually opened up the page. I was like, I wonder if that's the same company, same exact Easy logo. So I assume it's the same company. 5-Star Solutions of Cary. So we have another one here, and then Easy Pro Express. Now, this is one of the things that will always boggle my mind. There's no reason this should rank lower than this, especially when I'm previously interacting with Easy Pro Express. The only thing I can think is that from a Cary, North Carolina standpoint, 5-star baths is a little bit more centralized, but it doesn't even seem like that's the case. So a lot of times these things don't always make sense why one ranks above the other. Theoretically, this and this should be the highest. They have great review scores, longer year in business. The only thing I'd think is maybe because they're closing soon, they're open till 9 p.m. So let's get into our ranking factors and just really understand why things rank and looking at, okay, what are all the things that we can do, next steps to improve our own rankings. So first things first is looking at most important thing is going to be the Google business profile signals. And when it comes to signals, that is going to be reviews. That is going to be, as we scroll down here, the primary Google business profile category, proximity to the searcher, Keywords in the Google Business Profile title. This is one I actually don't necessarily agree with doing. I think unless your actual business name is like Myrtle Beach Bathroom Remodeling, you really shouldn't make that into your title. You should just make it match your actual business name. And Google's actually cracked down on that a little bit. So it's not something I would necessarily do, but I do think it helps to actually have, if you are doing a specific service and that is in your business name, I do think it helps to have that. And the other thing that you can do is if you have multiple locations, you can actually say, okay, we are, the one that was showing before was Amazing Solutions. You could say, we are amazing remodeling Myrtle Beach. We're amazing remodeling Myrtle's Inlet. And you could do that for some of the different areas that you're targeting if you have different physical locations. And now Google's really cracked down on that as well, where not as many local pages going up because it's a lot more difficult to verify them, and Google's really looking for offices and businesses. So open at the time of search is another big thing. If you're closed often, if your hours are set as closed often, Google's going to think that you're less likely to answer the phone. Now, there are other signals as far as answering the phone, responding to reviews, being active on your business profile that are also helpful ranking factors as well. So number 5, getting into reviews: quantity, recency, text, images, video, reviewer. So the better the reviewer, really the better that you're ultimately going to see those results. So starting with some of these top ones here, one of the things that you can do is if you go into your own business profile, so you do a quick search. I went to the Easy Pro Express. We're just going to use them as our example. And I just did the basic audit. And basically what you can do is come in here and say, okay, what is their category? Bathroom remodeler, perfect. We know they're, that. We know that they are located in Cary, North Carolina. So that's the thing they're going to be most likely to rank for. Total number of reviews, review rating. These are really important factors. But the other thing that goes along with reviews a lot that people don't always realize is not only how many new reviews and new 5-star reviews you're getting, but also the details of the reviews, the photos that go along with it. Any videos that are attached with it are great. I always say if you can get a customer to post a review with an image that's very detailed, it is really good for your ranking, because somebody just going on and saying 5 stars and leaving that is a lot less helpful than somebody going on saying 5 stars. We worked with Corey. He was great to work with, yada, yada, yada. All that kind of thing. It helps with making sure that you are really appealing to people in your local market through word of mouth marketing. So Google's not only saying, okay, we want 200 reviews, 5-star reviews. They're also saying, who are the people leaving reviews in this? Is it local guides who have left 20 reviews in the local market? Is it somebody who's left one total review ever that has no details and no images and no anything attached to it? There are times where there's profiles that have a lot of reviews and then profiles that do not have a ton of reviews. And I think Google does a really good job of really verifying whether or not the reviews are real and whether or not they're actually useful to the end user. For, there's times where somebody might leave a 1-star review with no data attached to it, and it's not going to hurt as much as a 1-star review with images, documenting why you're giving that 1-star review. So that is all related to the Google Business Profile. Open at the time of search, keywords in the Google Business Profile title. Don't necessarily love that one. These are the 2 main things: category, proximity to the searcher. The other thing is, fill out your whole business profile, your bio, all the information that you have should all be filled out in detail, and making sure that you really match what other profiles are doing that are ranking well, and hopefully try to beat them. But the other thing is going to be on your actual website itself, dedicated pages for each service. So for your local organic results, basically having a page, and I just went through it recently, where it's bathroom remodeling Cary, bathroom remodeling, New Bern, bathroom remodeling, enter every single city that you're targeting, write the content specific for that city, talk about the neighborhoods in that city, talk about the local market in that city. You can mention street names if they're really popular street names. So really what you want are, bathroom remodeling in one city to the next is not going to be a huge difference unless there's local ordinances that you need to actually show. But ultimately what you're trying to do is just say, yes, we serve this market. These are some of the neighborhoods that we work in. Here are some actual pictures of us working in this market, which that's really how you take it to the next step. Oh, and here's a video for each market that shows, yeah, we do bathroom remodeling in Cary. Here is us doing it for one of our recent clients. So dedicated pages for each service helps. Having that dedicated content on each page helps even more. Geographic keyword relevance. So again, pages clearly reference service areas, neighborhoods, locally meaningful context. I always say Orkin does a really good job of this. I always mention this 1,000 times. But Orkin, on every single one of their pages, if it's Charleston, South Carolina, they'll say, here are the pests in Charleston, South Carolina. Here's all the different, smaller city areas around Charleston, or all the, some of the neighborhoods that are a little bit larger, and they mention all of those on their pages. And it does help with their rankings when somebody's searching pest control, Charleston, SC. It's like, okay, Orkin has a page for that. There's a lot of information about pest control in Charleston, SC, and look, they're a local business that's ranked well, and you can easily contact them for services. Next is going to be quality and authoritative inbound links. This is still really, really important, especially for a local company. If you do have that, hey, everybody's linking to you locally, you are the company in the market that people go to, you work with 2 or 3 or 4 different partners, and they also link directly to your website. You get inbound links from, and you can see the local chambers, community organizations, news mentions, partner sites, anything, if you have directory links, if you're a roofer and you say, okay, here's the top roofing directories, let me make sure I get listed in all of these. Here are the remodeling contractors and home builders and those types of directories, and just making sure you're in all of those for bathroom remodeling is something where it's like, okay, I want to make sure that anywhere somebody might find a bathroom remodeler, I am listed there. And that's always a really important thing. And it goes along with the next one, citations, and you're going to see consistent NAP across major listings. So NAP is name, address, phone. So that's essentially just making sure that on these websites, your name, address, phone is consistent everywhere. This is why I always say if you are creating, your Google business profile and you have Easy Pro Express, you don't need Easy Pro Express carry bathroom remodeling. You really just need Easy Pro Express to show everywhere and show your main category on all of these pages. It also does help to have links to your actual Google Maps. You can share the Google map. So having your Google map embedded on different pages is very useful. That's why I think it helps sometimes having a bigger website, more pages. Go to the share link here and basically just copy this link and make sure it's there. There's actually, and you can embed a map. So you could use the iframe source here and copy this and put it on different pages. This is one of those where if you can get these on some of those local business directories and other people link out to this actual map, which isn't that common, it does help with your overall rankings, getting a link to this because it's going to link directly to your Google business profile. And then just getting backlinks is still a huge important factor when it comes to SEO, and something that actually, when it comes to AI, the really only thing Google's able to do is review local mentions, how many local searches that are happening around your brand, and really trying to figure out within each local market, what are the big players in the different spaces and different categories. For bathroom remodeling in Cary, North Carolina, this is clearly one of them. So you can tell that they get a lot of jobs, they have a lot of reviews, and their marketing is on point. Their local SEO is really good. So it's something that you can copy, but getting these backlinks and getting the maps in the embed section can be very useful. Last but not least, behavioral and engagement signals. This is just about doing good business. So clicks, calls, direction requests, listing engagement. Make sure that your website's fully built out, easy to access. Make sure that your address stays consistent, your phone number, you answer the phone when people actually go through, if you have appointment booking available, making sure that you are booking appointments through whatever you have through your Google business profile. So ultimately, all of these different types of engagements can be helpful. And I think the other thing that Google does in the background is, if local people are more likely to click on your business and interact with it, and you look at the reviews and you have really good review score and you're replying to reviews, then I do think those can all be really important. So, quick thing to look at is when you are trying to improve everything on your page, it's like fill out everything, upload as many photos and videos as you possibly can. Make sure your business hours stay pretty open on the Google business profile. And if you need to get someone to answer the phone for an additional 3 or 4 hours, especially for bathroom remodeling, it's probably worth doing. So them setting their hours to 7, 8, 9 p.m. and just kind of even setting appointments could be useful. Maybe they get after hours calls and voicemails and it works, but it is one of those where answering the phone at 7 and getting people on their way home from work might just work. The other thing is responding to Google reviews. So they're doing more things now where this is showing a reasonable price, but you have a photo, you have a really good information, reasonable price. So you're figuring out that Google's trying to figure out some of these types of things. So if you consistently have the best price, this is saying overpriced, but if you consistently have good pricing and different information like that, you're replying to these reviews, you're getting a lot of reviews, 5 stars. You can see here, so they have order and appointments. Let's see what this just brings us to the contact us page. And I don't even think they have a built-in thing. Yeah, so they just have it linking directly to their contact us page. So ultimately, filling all those things out, making sure that you are sending back good signals to Google, answering the phone. Last but not least, 4-part checklist. So number 1, it's going to say review or approve or reject suggested edits. Google's going to give those to you. Just basically review them. If they're good, yes. If not, no. Confirm normal hours, holiday hours, temporary closures. They will usually ask you about those. Upload fresh real-world photos from staff, jobs, products, or location activity. I think that's a huge important aspect of it. Check category drift, map pin accuracy, and unexpected profile changes. Category drift's not really one to worry about. Make sure your main categories are good. Make sure, your map location is in a central area, and then all of those can be useful. But GBP defense is basically just saying, make sure there aren't major changes going on in your profile that are causing it to kind of get thrown out of whack. Relentless review generation. So every satisfied customer, text, email, QR, front desk workflow. So basically you're trying to get as many reviews as possible. On-page content, create dedicated page for every single service and city, neighborhood. Last but not least, ecosystem syncing digital PR. So napkin syncing across Apple Macs, Bing, Yelp, and top directories. Check industry-specific citation sources, local sponsorship, partnerships, blogs, and news mentions. Like backlinks are just really useful. So ultimately what you're trying to do, it's get the Google Business Profile category, title, address, map, pin, and hours right. Build a repeatable review engine. Publish the correct service pages and local context on your website. And then reinforce the entity with citations, local mentions, local links. All of those are going to be really your best local SEO ranking factors, and then tying into your Google Business Profile as well. So if you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.